Okay. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Good morning. Yeah, that storm brought in like some serious winds. Even my little papa, Kenken, he was suffering. He's been sneezing and saying his head is hurting too. Those winds, not our friends. Good morning, though. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. Um, I I'm kind of proud of myself, but not proud because I was supposed to stay resting the whole day, but I had to like figure out the finishing measurements to my pattern for So Magical, because my plan is today to do a bag. Tomorrow I am filming a tutorial for Friday. And then on Friday I wanted to just relax and do some still pictures for me making the bag so I could write up the pattern, which I'm nervous because I'm not a pattern maker. I just wanted to do something special for So Magical Expo. And also, I'm giving the pattern to the people that are on my Patreon, but I'm happy about it. Oh, yeah. There's a couple trees that came down in this area too. Yesterday, there was like, we didn't have the thunder, lightning, and rain, but the winds were really bad. It kind of reminded me when, like, the Santa Anas in California. Oh, whenever the Santa Anas would flare up in California, I would be laid out. Like my face would be swollen, my head would be hurting. It's not a good thing. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, so that storm, um, I know it was pretty bad. I have a couple friends that were at the airport and they were like before, I guess prior to the storm coming in, they got to be loaded on the plane. And then they were just sitting they were I guess they moved away from the area where they load you in, and they had to just sit there and wait for like an hour and a half for the storm to pass before before they flew off. And I'm like, that's a big storm. So, yeah, I'm not too sure if it was just like a tropical storm or what's going on, but I'm glad it's over. It was interesting. Yeah. They sit on the tarmac. Yeah. So it was just interesting. So a couple of cool things. To like I'm gonna try to do a bag today that doesn't take a long time to make. I was gonna film today, but I just wanna be able to have the energy in the video because if this even though this pattern is not very complicated, I want to be able to explain everything so that way if someone brand new to sewing came on, they can understand everything that I mean. Um, and not second guess myself and make sure I have all the pattern pieces. So I'm going to probably most likely film that one tomorrow on Thursday. And I have like a Patreon thing that I'm going to be filming for a level up on Thursday. I wanted to do the Sincerely Jen Duncan's modification today, but I feel really good. Like I feel really, really, really good. I just don't want to push myself. So I'm doing this backpack to look like this backpack that a lot of people wear at these conventions, and it doesn't have a lot of components or a lot of pieces. So I might do that. I haven't decided yet. I really need to get this backpack out of the way to make sure I have all the modifications I need on it before I start teaching it. That's really important to me. But I did finish my like 16th try of my pattern called Hi, It's Me Hi. And so I finally finished it yesterday, but isn't it cute? So in my pattern, I'm going to show you how you can get that perfect area where it doesn't indent in. And then, so this part's all chalkboard fabric. So that's the pouch I'm going to be teaching at So Magical Expo. And I'll show you guys the prints soon. Sandra got them in just recently, so when she ships them to me, I will I will show you the two. There's going to be two choices for the pattern pack if you're going to Sew Magical Expo. But yeah, it's a super cute pouch. It was really important for me for this to be flush because I know a lot of people get this where it encaves in, and as you can tell, mine's don't. So this pouch, you get to learn a couple different cool skill building techniques, as well as my pattern pieces are pretty interesting. I gotta bring the measurements and get everything scanned in so I can give it to Leslie because, like I said, I'm trying to order two templates, one for Sew Magical and one for, actually three. So one for Sew Magical, one for myself so I can cut out the pattern the pattern packs, and the third one for Patreon. And I'm going to do a raffle in Patreon, and one lucky winner will get the template to this. And I'm going to do a random raffle and Sew Magical, and one lucky person will get the templates to it as well. I wanted to go through Leslie because she has really beautiful like glitter so on her template. So yeah, this is the bag that I'm going to be teaching at Sew Magical Expo. The classes will be open to the public, if I'm not mistaken, I think on Sunday. If you're a VIP plus and or part of Patreon, I think you get it a day or two before. Yes, I love her glitter template. So I thought it would be perfect for this. Sandra was so kind to donate the fabric, sponsor the fabric for the pack. So there's two different prints. As soon as I get my hands on those prints, I'll show them to you guys so you can see. And they're for these kits, and I'm really, really excited about it. Um, I love how these have the perfect ends. I see it so many times every time I scroll through Facebook, and one group of people be like, why is this part caved in or whatever? So that's part of the pattern, which I'll show you how to do. And I'm just really excited to present this to Sew Magical. Last time I did the persimmon and it was absolutely fun. This is geared to a beginner too. I like teaching beginners because if I could teach you methods that can help ease you on your journey, I feel like maybe I'm helping you have a successful journey, as well as this is really good for people that love making pouches, but they hate having the size cave in, which I completely understand. That used to bug the heck out of me too. Oh, I know. I'm telling you, the Barbie movie was really, really good. Yeah, Leslie's templates are very, very cool. Good morning, everyone. So yeah, I finished that yesterday. I'm going to probably make a couple more, and then my hope is on Friday that um I can start cutting things out and start taking pictures of each one of the process of making the bags, and then from there writing everything out. I need to talk to Sandra after this so I can give her all the measurements. It's really hilarious because all my pattern pieces are on cardboard, a hard plastic. So there's not a lot of pieces to it. I wanted to make it very simplistic, but I just have one thing that's different for the bottom that I don't see in a lot of patterns, and it helps me out to do it this way versus another way. And if you're coming to Sew Magical Expo, you will, and you take my class, you'll see it. And if you're a part of my Patreon, you'll definitely see the pattern pieces. I'm not going to sell anything because I'm not a pattern designer. I just wanted to create something that I heard from feedback from other people, from watching and observing new people making bags and their frustration about certain things. That's why I made this bag. Just not going to be, I'm not a pattern designer by any means. It might be your internet, because I don't think anyone else says I'm blurry. Does everyone else see I'm okay? Because I don't see it blurry on my end at all. It might be your internet, Christine. So yeah, this is it. Hi, it's me. I can't control anything. I'm sorry. It's still kind of windy outside. I don't know. I could try to sign off and get back on, but that's about all I can do. Okay. I can't do any I can't unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. I apologize. It's just I can try to sign off and get back on. I'm not showing it blurry on my end. It is really windy outside. Okay. So yeah, there's that. I ordered something from So Sweetness the other day and I wanted to share it. I'm a sucker for the striped zipper pulls, but she came out with this one that I've never seen before. It is like a taupe in gray, and I don't know what I'm going to use a zipper tape for, but I just thought it was so pretty. It is so really, really pretty. So I ordered that from So Sweetness. I ordered her the the Pirate Girls, the Nightshade Girls, and the Coordinate. I need to get this. I really want to get this whole line of fabric from Tula Pink. I've been wanting to get the Nightshade Girls for like the longest time, so that is out. And if you've been waiting to get the Nightshade Girls, I would highly recommend you to buy it because once it's sold out, it's sold out. They don't reprint. That's the one thing about Free Spirit that's consistent across the board. Yes, I don't blame you. I did get a really pretty cork from her as well, but I love this nightshade. Ugh, I love this so much. I'm gonna when I do some sales at Baltimore Comic Con, I am gonna get like 2 yards of the whole collection because I think there's just 8 prints, and it's not to like resell. It's just that's like my favorite collection from Tula Pink. I When I first met Tula Pink, I the 3 collections that I liked were already like a year old, and people were trying to sell it on eBay for like thousands of dollars. So it was the Nightshade Girls. I love the two-door one with Queen Elizabeth, and then I also love the tiger one. I forgot what that tiger one's called, but it's like they have a tiger, a deer, and all this, and they're all really nice. They sell those things for a ridiculous amount of money. Um, but I also bought some zipper pulls for her because I don't have nickel zipper pulls, and I love this pull zipper pull. So I got these. Look at how cute these are. I think I'm gonna use these in a bag that I'm making today. These are so cute. These look like the little bike locks that you would put on. I'm telling you, between these and the safety pins, they're my favorite. And then of course, every time I order from her, I always get everyone asks me a lot about these. There's 2 D rings that I get from her all the time. I always get these because when I put my strap in it, they don't twist around. That means a lot to me. She's the only one I know that has this one, and I always get the flat ones because sometimes I don't like the hardware really chunky, and I like it a little bit dainty, but because there's no it's welded together, it's very strong. So that's what I got from her. And she ships really fast. I think her family members help her ship, but that's like she's one of my favorite people to buy from because I've never had it not ship within 24 hours of me purchasing it. And I don't Illinois is not that far from me, so I get it really fast. Get you a couple yards of what? Of the Tula Pink. You would have to go to a find a person at a quilt store that has it, and then you just pick it up. I'm probably gonna have to get it on Etsy because my quilt store doesn't carry Tula Pink, and if all else fails, I will just reach out to like someone I would buy it from So Sweetness or someone else. Yeah, the pools are pretty big, but they're super cute. I like different size pools all the time because sometimes it depends on the person of whether or not they have like bigger hands or they want something that's easier for them to do. But yes, I definitely need to have more of the Nightshade Girls. I want the whole entire collection. I do see on Etsy one shop is offering 2 yard bundles. So if all goes well, I'm knocking on wood for the for Baltimore Comic Con, I'm definitely going to order the 2 yard bundles for that because I have some bag ideas. I also like they have this really cool the Queen of Diamonds um quilt kit that's a monthly program where you try to make a quilt block every month. But I just seen that they released a Halloween one that is the Nightshade Girls. I totally would make that to have that hanging in my room, or my chase in my bedroom, either one. So I don't have, yeah, if you want the Tula Pink, you would just need to go to Tula Pink's website and find what quilt stores near you that you could purchase it from. Ice coughing. So I made this not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. I need to find my I bought glow in the dark strap webbing and I cannot find it, so I'm looking for it right now before I finish it. But I made an ojima, and it is the Haunted Mansion, and I use their purple they have this purple called Silky. It's like it's a very slippery water resistant canvas, and I use that on the inside. Now the zipper pulls in the hardware are glow in the dark, just like the fabric. That's why I'm trying to find the webbing so it can just tie it all off. I used a contrasting color like this blue zipper that's glitter. And then when you open it up, you have the madam, the floating head that's in there. And then you have just a regular slip pocket, and then the Made by Magic zipper pull. I love the Ojima. It's one of my favorite bags. It comes together really nicely, and you just always get the good fills. So I just need to find, I have this really cool glow in the dark webbing that I cannot seem to locate, but I have my adjuster ready. So when it happens, I can get it all ready to go. It has a nice little magnetic snap in the front. You got your pocket. I didn't do a magnetic snap in the back. When I don't want to use extra hardware, what I usually do is I sew in at about 1 inch and then go down about a 1/2 inch, so that way the pocket doesn't bow out, but it's still functional. So it's a good bag. I just need to find the glow in the dark. If I can't find the glow in the dark, I'm just going to throw some purple webbing on it and call it a day and put it up and have Kindle take pictures of it. I have like, he has like a whole like bin to take pictures of. I am really bad about putting things on my Etsy recently, and I need to get out of it. I have one order I need to finish today and do a thank you gift so I could pack that up and ready to go. I have another order I need to go down to Baltimore to go look for some leather, but I'm not going to be able to do that until tomorrow. No, until Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Oh, and the last thing I got, remember I was talking about sublimation and how you can sublimate on dark clothing? Well, I finally got the paper I needed to get from it. It's Easy Subli HTV. And what this Easy Subli does, hey Leslie, what this Easy Subli does is I'm able to print on the Easy Subli. Then I use my cutter. I can either use the Scan and Cut or my Cameo and cut everything around the area that I printed. Let's say it's like a heart, so cut everything else around it. Then I grab a masking tape, and then I place it on there, and then I'm able to print it on. Then I can have it on, and it kind of looks like direct to transfer. Because if you are familiar with sublimation, they come out, the colors are very vivid. So I'm really, really excited about this. But these little packs are not cheap by any means. I think you get like 10 Easy Sublis and 10 masks for like $30. So that's like only 10 projects you can do. That's a huge issue. So I have to be just like really wanting it to be something, because that's not a cheap fleet, but I'm really excited to do it because I love the way the direct transfers look on shirts or on bags. But I do know that Heat Transfer Warehouse, if you don't have a sublimation machine, if you don't have a white toner machine or HTV thing, you can order prints. You can upload prints and designs to Heat Transfer Company, and it costs like less than like $1 or $2, and they'll mail them to you, and then you can just use your regular press and press them at whatever they recommend for it. So if you don't need to have a sublimation machine or any other machine, you can actually just go to these t-shirt places, upload your information, and get heat transfers or sublimation prints on the ready, which is pretty cool. And I did not know about that until after I had the machine and after I had my class. That like if I have like I have ideas for my Patreon for the t-shirts I want to make for the end of the year. And they were like, yeah, just send the designs to us and we'll put them all on the sublimation paper. So they'll print everything out for me and they'll mail it to me. And I don't have to use my ink, my toners, any of that. And they'll do it. And it's not very expensive. I think it's literally less than $1 a page. Yes, Heat Transfer Warehouse is absolutely great. So if you don't have one, if you're like, hey, I want to get into sublimation, just upload the designs you want through their site. They'll give you a quote and they'll print them and send them to you. And I think that is pretty freaking fantastic. Because they're able also to put more than one transfer, especially like let's say it's just like a 4-inch one, they could probably put 4 of them on one 8x11. So now you have 4 different projects. So just something to think about, because I know somebody was like, well, I'm saving up for sublimation. You definitely save up for one, but just know that you can just, if you want to, you can just put your own, like print them out through them, and it's pretty cool. So yes, I have to talk to Sandra. Sandra's going to upload my stuff for Adobe Illustrator so I can give it to Leslie, because I have it. I'm really excited about my little pattern. It's so tiny. I don't know why I'm so excited and nervous about it, because it's nothing special. There's a million pouches out there. I think it's the techniques that I'm teaching in there that is different from what I'm used to seeing, and it's very important to me. And as soon as like Sandra sees it and then Leslie sees it, they're going to understand, and then eventually I'll be able to show you guys. No, but Lynette, you don't have to have a sublimation machine. You can literally go to Heat Transfer Warehouse and upload any images you want, and then you can press it onto your shirts or your bags and not have to have the actual machine, pay a bazillion dollars for ink, all that. It's pretty cool. Just like I think that I always wanted like a Glowforge or whatever, but I'm not going to get one. I rather, and I'm getting templates done. I rather go through Leslie and give her all the information, and she can make it because she has it. So the thing is if you want something but you don't have the capability or the financial means to do it, there are so many other ways to get what you want. Like, that's the cool part about it. That's like, just even like custom fabric. You don't need to have your own design. There's so many companies that offer in-house custom fabric prints. If there's a will, there's a way, and a good financial way. So there's so many people in this sewing community that you could reach out to and ask for it. Like, I know if I wanted to do a customized label, I can ask Heartwood and Hyde, and they'll work with me, and I can get my labels made. That's the beautiful thing about it. Plus, yes, you're right, Sandra. Plus, Leslie has a beautiful glitter template. So that's exactly Leslie's glitter. She got me, because that's like the easiest way to kidnap me is bringing a whole bunch of puppies in the van. I would go in the van. I would go in the van. No joke. Or candy. I'm not gonna lie, but greater chance for a van. And in the sewing world, if somebody wanted to lure me out from Sew Magical Expo, they'll be like, "Look at these glitter templates, Shova." I'll be like, "Ooh, let's let's go." So like that's what I'm saying. You don't have to buy stuff. There are so many other reasons to go out there. Oh, thank you. I thank you so much. I'm nervous. There's a reason why I named it "It's Me High." First of all, I don't think people know that I like Taylor Swift. I think she's very talented. I think she's very talented, but the that song talks about that song is about insecurities. And like in the sewing world, I feel very insecure. Um I don't see a lot of people like me. So this that I named that pattern "It's Me High" because it was a reflection of I don't know, I'm insecure and I feel like I don't get a lot of acceptance. And so that song resonates with me and that's why I named my pattern it. Oh my god. Yeah, if Sandra's daughter was like, if Sandra's daughter gave her cupcakes to a kidnapper, was like, "Look, Shnova, look at these I'll kidnap you. All you have to do is eat these cookies and cupcakes or the perfect coffee." I'm not gonna lie to you. You could be like, "Look, French press, come into my white van that has all blacked out mirrors." I'll be like, "Ooh, coffee." So puppies with glitter cup. Ma'am, just puppies, man. I swear to you, like I have never met a puppy. I was like, even the puppies they deem the ugliest puppies in the world, I want to play with and cuddle because we don't deserve dogs, man. We do not. Humankind does not deserve how they're just magical little things. Loki's my emotional support dog. I didn't feel good yesterday, and he stuck to me like a personal shadow. He also tried to suffocate me with his neck fat like 18 times. Um, he sat on my chest like 20 times. I don't know, he really thinks he's like a lap dog, and, like, I'm like, "You're literally killing me." But yes, I got suffocated a couple times. If I sneeze every time I sneezed, it freaked him out, so he would just, like, lay his neck across my face, and I'm just like, "I I know you're trying to comfort me, but it's like, you're murdering me a little bit." Oh my god, baby smell. Oh, it's really hard since COVID. I like normally I'll ask somebody to hold their baby. I know that's not right, but it just I'm right there and I just miss babies. Like I'm going to tell you, you know what's brutal to me when Facebook or my phone betrays me. So Bixby, if you hear me or Google, you hear me, you need to stop. When they show flashbacks of my kids being little, I will literally be crying in the bathroom eating chocolate. I'm missing that little where you smell their little toes and their neck, and it just smells so good, and they giggle, their first giggle, or when they pull your hair when you're feeding them, like, all that stuff I miss. I miss them being little, so you guys have little babies out there, hold on to them because they grow up fast and they become little buttheads, but it's just amazing to and I kinda like toddlers. I don't know why, 'cause, they're learning how to talk, so everything's really cute. Um, and everything amazes them. There's this baby thing on I was watching on the Reels where the baby turned 1, so they gave the baby ice cream for the first time and they gave her the cone and she licked them. She licked the cone and then her eyes got big and she just grabbed the whole entire ice cream and just started like eating it like how I eat cake. I was I was laughing. Yeah, but Facebook betrays me every time they show me a cute baby picture of my kid being a baby under 5. When they all have that, where they have when they're cute until their elbow dimple disappears. After that, they become kids, and after that, my favorite age is 5 and under. Yeah, dude, get a puppy. Tell them it's a must. There's puppies are amazing. I get it. The potty training is kinda hard and puppy razor teeth. Whew, that I don't miss. I wish, like, a puppy will just have, like, their regular teeth in instead of their razor teeth because, like, you're just like, "Jesus Christ, I think it bit off my toenail." Like, what the hell? So yeah, I love me some puppies, and, like, my daughter, I'm fairly certain if someone showed Hope a puppy, she can get kidnapped. Like, Hope loves dogs. I don't know. Hope loves dogs more than me, and, I actually think she loves Loki a little too much. I know that sounds impossible, but that dog doesn't catch a break because he's consistently getting tackled by Hope. I don't give me a puppy, it's fine. It's fine. Um, when I do get another puppy, me and my husband are keep on debating on this. He wants another Danif, which is Loki, half Great Dane, half Cane Corso. I just want a Cane Corso because every time I see an all black Cane Corso in the snow, it looks like it's gonna terrorize somebody. And for me, that is everything. Um, like, I like big dogs though. I don't think I can have a smaller one. 1, we're tall people in this house. 2, that dog has to keep up. That's it. They have to keep up whatever we're doing. And I never really trained a smaller dog. I've only trained bigger dogs. I have like they think in my house like I'm a dog whisperer because my dogs do pretty much anything I ask them to do. So, but I also talk to them like they're people. So I don't know. I'm really good at training dogs. And actually, if you ever still have a small kid, I'm really good at potty training. I do positive reinforcement and it works every time. Like I've got all my kids potty trained within 1 week and like no accidents ever since. So I'm really good at that. I don't know what those are my secret powers for kids and puppies. I'm really good at potty training puppies too. Um, because I think I have that's where I have a lot of patience because normally I have like zero patience at all. I have like no patience. So yeah, so today I think I'm gonna do a backpack that I haven't done before. Um, and tomorrow I think I'm going to do the video and then I'm going to cut out the Duncan because the Duncan is not a small fleet to cut out. That's even in Patreon, we're breaking it down into 3 sessions. Normally we do it like in 1 or 2, but the the Duncan has a lot of components. And if you want to do patchwork kind of like I did on the Lord of the Ring one, you kind of need to work in sections on that one. I know I'm really good at potty training. I can't explain. It's a weird thing. Like I am like that positive. Like I think my kids liked it because they'll be like, "Oh, you did in the potty. Here's some Skittles," and like they wanted the Skittles again. Like you find a kid, you find something that they're addicted to, and I don't know what. I have never came across a kid that didn't like Skittles. Um, and they want more. Like you give them like 3 and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I have to go potty again," and they do it and they know they'll reach out their hand and after a week they're pro, so then it's over. Then it goes from like if you go a whole week without without having any accidents, you can have a whole pack of Skittles. It works. It's a positive reinforcement. The same with puppies. I find out their favorite little dog treat every time they go outside, I do like a big commotion, like, "Oh my god, you peed outside, yay, puppy, and here's your treat." And for some odd reason, the same thing I did to my kids works on dogs. It's very weird. It's very I've never met a kid that doesn't like Skittles. I met a lot of adults that don't like Skittles, but a child, they're bright, they're colorful, and they're full of sugar. Of course, they're gonna like I know. I just found out, Lynette, that they have a subscription box. I found out in a way I'm not trying to put this person on blast, but someone I don't like posts like this. If you don't like something that a hard business owner makes, I am here for the business people. My only business is to sell bags. I will not sell patterns. I will not sell hardware. I will do a combination. If someone's like, "Hey, Shnova, we want to collaborate with a box with you," I'll be like, "Yeah, high five, let's do it. We're about to skittle this box up and have all the colors of the rainbow, right?" The hair. That should just give you guys fair warning. I like color. So um I will collab with someone, but I will never sell. That's not who I am. Um People who sell, they're constantly like packing orders, dealing with customer service, whatever. So somebody said on there, "Hey, the little gift that you give us, I guess there are gnomes in there, which I would probably keep, but I'm also afraid of gnomes." Long story. So um so they're like, "Yeah, you need to make them like maybe dogs or cats." That rubbed me the wrong way because there's a couple things. Do not do that in a public forum. These people, they put so much together to put together a box. Just message them. It's if you really felt the need to say, "I like the box, accept the free gift that you give in the box," message them. 'Cause by the time you put it in the email, you're probably gonna second guess yourself saying, "Why am I saying that? It's a free freaking gift." Right? I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I can give it to someone that does. But I that's how I found out they had a subscription box. And I was like, I can't be a part of another subscription box. Like, but I like their fabric is their vinyl is solid, and I do like their jellies. So, but yes, they have a subscription box. So if you don't know, hop onto their Facebook page and you'll find out more information, or I'm assuming they probably have it on their website. But yeah, they have a subscription box. Yes. Oh my god. Shannon, yes, like, that it drives me nuts, like, just reach out to the person. If someone's like, "Hey, Shova, I don't like these morning chats," then cool. Just message me. Don't put it on a public thing saying, "Shanova, you should only stick to." I have had 2 people say this. "You should only stick to doing tutorials." Okay, I get it. You're getting notifications for my captain's log. But in all fairness, like, the notifications say captain's log. It does not say, Noodlehead, making it bag, or Noodle Shinova making the Aries, or it doesn't say any of that, so you should just ignore it if that's the case, or if it's too much, unsubscribe. I get it. I'm not for everybody, nor do I wanna be for everybody because I won't be authentically me, but I feel like, eh, it's attention. It's like you want the negative and positive attention, and that is truly freaking scary. I believe that we should be able to say what we feel, but there's always a time and a place. If I don't like something and it's really resonating in my heart, I'm going to privately email or message the person that is the owner, because why would I do it publicly? That is just I don't know, I feel like it's kinda tacky. That's and I'm sorry, I don't wanna hurt anyone's feelings, but I feel like it's tacky. I mean, it's one thing if you're like, "Okay, I messaged Genova like 18 times, and she never replied. I'm gonna do it public." Then you know what? In all fairness, you try to message me 18 times and I didn't do it. Cool. But I don't know. That's how I found out that they had a subscription box. And honestly, it made me wanna order a subscription box just because somebody said that. Like, I'm like, "Okay, why?" Why? Ooh, you found fabric that has NASA logos and zippers for astronauts? I think that's pretty cool. Like, make a Sputnik bag, that'd be pretty cool. Yes, I know, Shannon, I don't know how you guys do it, to be honest with you. I don't know how designers do it. I don't know how, subscription box or hardware, because I see it with designers too, like, people will be like, "Oh," I seen somebody the other day with the pattern. I'm not gonna name the name of the person or the pattern, that was like, "Hey, you don't need to buy this pattern. If you already own this pattern and you make this modification, you can copy it." And I'm like, "Damn, you're just taking money out of the designer's work." And if these obviously, the people are on this page, they're intrigued by this design. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's just my like, I always wanna reply back, then I know I'm feeding into the attention they need. It's like watching a toddler throw a fit, and, like, I don't know how other people, like, mom or parenting, but, like, whenever my kid threw a fit, I kinda walked away until they calmed down, and then I asked them why. Because I knew if I fed into this, like, "Oh, come here, baby, stop crying, it's okay, coo, coo, coo," then every time they do it, they know that I will be there cuddling them and kind of like condoning the bad behavior versus walking away saying, "You can have your fit, but I'm not going to pat you on the back and tell you it's okay," because it's not. It's not okay for you to throw yourself around and act like you're crazy. Um, but when you're done, I'll sit down on the couch and you tell me what you're frustrated and we can work it out, you know? That's what kind of reminds me of what some people are doing on Facebook and on Instagram. It's like you're throwing a toddler fit, except you're old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. So it makes it so much worse. I expect that from someone that's underneath the age of 10. They're still learning how to be little humans. It's okay for them to do that. It's not okay when you're an adult to do it, though. Just reach out to the person that you have an issue with. It's that simple. If you're excuse my language, if you're ballsy enough to do it in public, then why can't you ask in private? That's my question. And don't say, "Well, asked in public, there might be other people that feel this way." You're right, there could be other people that feel this way, and I'm pretty sure that they privately messaged the person. So, I'll get off my soapbox. Yes, it is like public shaming. I really don't like it. Yes, Jenny, same motto. That's how I grew up. My mom was like, "If you have nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing. Move on." Our fabric world is growing, and if you don't like something that one person does, ignore it and go spend your energy and your time on something that does make you happy. Yep, absolutely, Christine. There's other options out there. Yes, Arnetta. Y Tammy, nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing. There's so many options. There's so many options, and it kinda reminds me of when my kids did the toddler, like, when they're that 2 years old and they just, "No, you can't have candy before dinner," and they're, like, throwing their stuff around on the floor, and you're just like, I remember when my first kid, I would totally cry. I would go into the bathroom and lock the door and cry because I felt like I was being a bad mom. This is a true story. Then I actually listened to my mom, and my mom was like, "All kids throw fits, and how you react to them will show you how they're gonna react the next time you do it." Because she's like, "No matter if you react positive or negative, they're gonna do it again. But if you react negative or you try to condone the behavior, they know every time you do it, they'll do it." And that's how I guess I kinda deal with it, because I've had people ask me to speak upon stuff that happened, like, during when Spoon, was going through the transition of getting sold, and a lot of things transpired, and I don't speak publicly about it. I speak to the people that were actually in the situation at the same time, because what's the point? I'm just feeding into the fire. What is the actual point other than me trying to get attention? And that's just not who I am. Um, I don't like attention. I'm that person that is extremely shy when you meet her. I think I do giggle a lot because that's just like my shyness, and like when I'm uncomfortable, I giggle a lot too. Oh my god, you got engaged yesterday? What? I wish we could take pictures on here. Wow, oh my god, how did it happen? Was it like something super romantic, like you guys are walking through the park and then all of a sudden pop down on one knee, "Will you marry me?" I have a lot of scenarios. I also think it would be romantic, like if I was eating a bowl of popcorn. I don't like popcorn, but let's say I'm eating popcorn and then I dig my hand in the middle of the bowl and bam, there's a box and it's like looking at the ring like, "What did you do? Will you marry me?" I think all romance stories of engagements are romantic. I just need you to know that before you divulge and tell us. The notifications, I don't know. Okay, so my thing is I get really irritated with notifications. I'm different. My husband has like 17,100,000,000 missed notifications. And I can't even begin to tell you what his Gmail looks like. If I get notifications on my phone, I immediately have to answer them. Not answering them gives me anxiety. So the way I think it transpires is that maybe someone that was a subscriber to my channel in the beginning of it, where I only made videos that came out once or twice a week, that was easier for them. But to get notifications every day and then like twice on a Wednesday or twice on a Friday, it could be overwhelming and too much for them. But with that being said, I totally understand you because I get anxiety over notifications. That's when you like unsubscribe or get like turn off notifications so that way you can watch it when you're ready to do it. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't even know like people that do those boxes, um one of the people I admire the most that does boxes is the Alchemats owner. Her name is Olivia. She puts so much effort into it. Like her art, even the box, like she puts so much effort. Like I don't think the people behind the scenes, there's a reason why they sell out fast for her is because her boxes are gorgeous. Her last box that she did with Shannon, and I have that box. I will refuse to throw it away. Me and Hope were talking about it. I think I'm gonna like Mod Podge it very carefully so it can be like a shelf or like a box that I when I'm doing packaging. I'm sorry, I was brushing out leather today. um, but like I'm going to use it as a shelf or a project box because I don't want to throw it away because it's absolutely gorgeous. And when I see all the work she goes into from the hardware selection to the fabric to just like little extra stuff that she puts in it, it's just like if someone complains, I want to throw something at them because they don't see behind the scenes of how hard she works. Olivia works hard. Um, so these people that are doing these stuff, they're busting their butt for it. Just like when I'm watching the people at So Magical coming up with kits for their class, they are working hard, so hard. And I think sometimes we have to step back and just look at that, like how much effort and time does it take these people to make something like this? And you may not like it, then maybe it's just better for you to not get it, or if it really is bugging you, privately message them. Just privately message them. Oh, yeah. No. People thought it was crazy. I remember Hope one time wanted to go on the carousel, and I said no. Only thing I did was I knew she was gonna throw herself back. Your mom reflexes or some people just have reflexes that are not even moms. I was able to catch her before she threw her head back on the concrete, but then once she was on the ground, I just stood up and I started like writing stuff in a journal, and she didn't know I wasn't writing anything. I was just drawing like check marks and just whatever. And then she's like, "You're not letting me go. You're not paying attention to me." I'm like, "Nope, because you didn't ask. You threw a fit. You demanded to go. And when I said no, and she's like, "Okay, if I ask nicely, can I go?" And I was like, "Not this time. Maybe next time we come to the mall, but you have to be good on this behavior." And then she started walking with me. And then by the time we got back to the car, she said she was sorry. But yeah, I can't feed into my kid. I know every kid is different because some kids have more special needs than others. But yeah, all my kids have through fits. I think throwing fits is like a normal rite of passage. Heck, adults throw fits. How many times do I tell you I want to Hulk smash something in here? I'm not joshing you. When I get upset, like I want to just like if I could just flip my table over, I could. This is why I don't have superhero powers because I probably wouldn't use them for good. So- Yep. Yes, that is a great analogy, Shannon. That is a great analogy, and it's true. It's true. Hey, so Terry. Very true. Hey. Hey, Dusty. Ooh, 109. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna lie. We complain out here for 92 degrees. If it's 92 degrees, I feel like I'm dying. And you know what? I've been in hotter. Arizona was the hottest state I've ever lived in. Woo! I love the food, love the people, love how bright it is. I feel like the sun is out longer in Arizona than anyone else. It also could be because they don't have time changes. Um, they don't have when we jump forward or jump back, Arizona doesn't. Um, it's so bright out there. It makes you wanna do something, but that heat or when they don't get really cold in the winter, but when they do, that desert cold, oh my god, it feels like shards of glass hitting your face. It's just not the best. Yeah, I do nervous giggles all the time, but I also do real giggles. As much as I like to say I don't laugh, apparently all my family's like, "No, dude, you giggle all the time." Thank you, Lynette. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, it's hard. I know it's hard being a little person though. Really think about like as a kid, especially that toddler stage, you understand a lot more, but you can't convey what you're really feeling. it is very hard for kids. And I feel sometimes as adults, we have to go back. And this is why I listen to these obnoxious stories of what I did as a child to my mom, because it makes me realize that kids aren't perfect. I'm not perfect. And we just got to work it out what's best for us. Cause teenagers are a whole different thing. Like I almost cried when Hope turned 13 on the 26th of July because I Faith went from being like the sweetest kid in the whole wide world to a little baby Demigorgon. And you're just like, I'm not trying to murder you. I'm not trying to catch a case. But she's a good kid. She just has her moments. And my mom said, like as a teenage Nova, I acted like I knew absolutely everything, and yes, I'm reaping that with my 2 daughters. Um, so right now, Kendall's my favorite, and it's because he's not a teenager. My favorite person, though, everybody knows it, is Loki. So oh, wow. I know Leslie, you have the coolest job ever. I think Loki would just be, like, in your hands, like, in a puddle. Whenever we take him to any kind of grooming things, like, they first always are intimidated by him until they see he does the whole body wag, like, 24/7, and they're like, "Oh, he doesn't need a muzzle." They'll just, like they can go in between his paws, they can follow his nails down. They're like, "He is the coolest chill dog." There's nothing on him that he even flinches at. Like, because the thing is that since they're baby puppies, we always like to play with their beans. My mom was something we did in my family, and my kids do it. Like, if my father-in-law completely gets freaked out when my kids and Loki, because when Loki was a puppy and he would grab something, my kids were not afraid to open up his mouth and grab things, and like it didn't phase me. It didn't phase me because Loki is one of these dogs, like the vet, the groomers, everybody that sees him, the trainers, everyone freaks out over him because he looks like he could be very intimidating, but he is afraid of his own shadow. So like, he's a cool one. Now, Roxy, I love that girl. She is the second mother of this house. She would die for any of my kids, and she loves Kendall more than anyone. That is a sun and moon, but she is evil. She is evil. If she was out and about without a leash and somebody was running, I would scream to the person to run as fast as they can and get up and into a tree. Roxy is evil. Like that dog. I have took her to groomers. She always has to be muzzled. When we go for walks, she has to be muzzled. I have taken her to trainers, and the trainer thinks because we got her from a shelter that how her life was prior to that, that has been ingrained in her, and as well as he thinks that she's overly protective over my children. She is super like if anyone steps in like the vicinity of my kids, she's like right there, like, what are you doing? Like, so I've took her to groomers or whatever. I just keep her muzzled when we're out and about. And the person that you usually hear barking, if someone even steps foot on our stairway to our house, she is like barking nonstop. So she's the only one that I have to put away when we do anything in the house because Loki will let you into my house. He's not a guard dog. He's not. They're polar opposite. And Loki is not the alpha in the house. Roxy is. And Loki does whatever Roxy tells him to do. So he has the potential because he likes catching birds and squirrels as and given to us as gifts and rabbits. I don't even know. He's outside for like 10 minutes. Just like 10 minutes. like so yeah, those are my dogs. So I love the morning chats too. I love my dogs. I mean, I want another cane corso though so bad. So bad. I also want one of those Irish setter things, but they have like a lot of hair in this thing. And the problem is even though Loki has really short hair, if you hug him, you'll get like a hair imprint on your face. It just they're changing their coats already. I can tell that the seasons are going to change really soon. Yes. Leslie, are you gonna have templates at SME? Are you having your own booth? Are you gonna be sharing a booth with Kasaya? Spill the dirty deets. Yes, Catherine's Sew Your Box is the best box. I'm about to do an opening with Kendall today on one of her boxes. She is also going to be if you're part of a Bag of the Month Club, she will be a designer as well, so I'm really excited about that as well. Mm, yeah, I didn't like the look for my mom. My mom can still evoke a look at me, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Oh, yeah, Baltimore. I have to go to Baltimore, this weekend to go to Tandy Leather. There needs to be one here in Howard County, but Baltimore's not that far. It's just where that is located in Baltimore is not fair. It's next to this fresh seafood place, and it smells so good. And then the store right next to it is a trim store, and it's like that block wants you to go bankrupt. It's like Boardwalk and Park Place on Monopoly. It has like everything that you want right next to a Tandy Leather, all walkable, like 10 steps. You're at a seafood restaurant. 10 steps, you're at a trim store. 10 steps, there's a quilt shop. I'm like, what are you guys trying to do? Make me go broke? So you're gonna have a few full sets. Ooh, the nougat. I think that's gonna be a good seller because people love making that pattern. Yeah, I definitely think I know I seen that Lauren had your template for the hidden strap connector. I definitely make sure you have those, and I'm already telling you, these are the best. I've never had perfect rivets until I had these. So, best rivet placement ever. I know. I hear that. I know my friends are complaining about when I was telling them about the storm because we were like at 69 degrees when the storm came in. And she was like, I have never been so much jealous of you, Shnova. It was like 109. She's like, I'm outside playing with Elise. I'm standing perfectly still, and a river of sweat came down from my nose and landed on my chest. I'm like, damn, you need to get those cooling fans when you're outside that goes around your neck, and it was a thing. Okay, so the lady scene at So Magical Florida, I was running around trying to help people, and I was getting hot because for some odd reason my room was really, really warm. She gave me her cooling fan, and it's like a brace, like a necklace, and I was like, "Where did you get this from?" It was like built-in AC, and so, like, because my face and my ears were cool, the rest of my body naturally cooled down. I was like, this is amazing." I was like yeah, you can always manually set your different notifications. Yes, I'm 8 to 11 on Sunday. It was originally on Saturday, but, somebody was having some conflict, so I switched over. I'm pretty excited because right after my class is the Okla Roots Exchange, so it's like you go out of my class and you go straight to the Okla Roots stuff. I know. Oh my god. I am not looking forward to go to Florida next month because I know September is not cool, and I like I'm going on Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, I plan on going to the Wizarding World. If I'm this close, last time I didn't get to go to Disney World or the Wizarding World, I am gonna go get me my freaking wand. I wanna get Lucius Malfoy's wand, and I wanna go to Universal Studios to experience my HP moment, and I'm gonna be really excited because half my family likes HP and the other half doesn't. So I'm just going to just be nerding it out with myself. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna be having some fun because I don't fly out until like I think 9 a.m. on Monday, so I can sleep in until a certain time and then head on down to the airport. Yeah, hormones will make anyone go crazy. Faith is a little baby angel. She's so sweet. She is sweet, but with that sweetness comes incredible amount of gullibility. Like sometimes when she says something to me, I have that look like, "Are you? Did that really come out of your mouth? Do you honestly?" I'm failed as a parent. So Yeah. Yeah, I'm on Sunday, yeah. I think I forgot who's teaching now on 8 AM. I believe the person's name is Julie? I'm not the best with the schedules. You know what class I wanna take? I wanna take that painting one with the 3 sisters from Hocus Pocus. That is what I'm gunning for. That is the class I wanna take. I wanna take a painting class so bad, and I'm also thinking about taking, like, the English paper piecing so I can start getting the foundations because I would love to do that during the night, like, when I'm watching, like, random TVs or listening to, like, to podcasts, and I'm not down in the workroom. I love hand sewing. Oh, well, congratulations, Laura. Oh, I I appreciate you getting, it's really hard for puppies that are over 5 to get adopted. So, that's a blessing. Yeah. I like my whole I feel like groomers have the coolest dogs. You know what I would love to retire and do? I would love to be retired and be like a dog sitter. Like the ones like they bring at the you know how you bring your kids to a daycare? So they have puppy daycare and I think I would lose my ever loving mind. I probably will get fired because all I would do is lay on the ground and let them just like lick me. I'm not gonna I'd be like, yay, I'm in puppy heaven. I think that is, like, the coolest job ever. Like, there Kendall's like, "You're not saying you wanna be a singer, a successful lawyer, or a doctor?" I was like, "No, I would like to run a puppy daycare center." He was I really love me some puppies. Oh, good job. $53 a night? That's good. Look at all that we see, we have different puppy groomers in here. I know. Okay, so I think the show dog thing, I would like think totally has to be cool. I think they're cool. But you know what makes me really weird about the show dog shows that come on Thanksgiving, like where they have like the ones for the year? Why aren't the women allowed to wear pants? Okay, hear me out. So every year we watch the Macy Day Parade. I force my family to watch that. That is it's it's a tradition. So, but they want to watch it because they want to see the puppies, right? The women are not allowed to wear pants. They have to wear suits that go to their knees, and it just is giving me, like, 80s and 60s flashbacks. I'm like, "Why can't they wear pants?" I have a lot of questions. Yeah, I know. Irish setters are like that. that's how I feel about Dalmatians. Hope wants one, but I was like, Dalmatians are some of the most vicious dogs because they have, like, a hearing issue. Every Dalmatian I've ever came across with, I'm afraid of Chihuahuas and Dalmatians. Yeah, you heard me. You heard me about the Chihuahua. I think they're cute. I wanna touch them, but then they're, like, really feisty, and I'm like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." I love Leslie Simplets too. They're just amazing. Yeah, the hidden strap connectors, the rivet placement, I think are gonna be your bread and butter because I swear to you, I think that that is like one of my favorite tools to have at my table. I have like at each one of my workstations, I have like my favorite tools, like my favorite snippers and like like I need to order another one for my 1341. But yeah, I have like my favorite things there so that way it's easy to grab and they're just in like a little bin and that's one of my favorite tools. Yeah, I was gonna do Disney, but I think I'm gonna just do HP. I've been debating on what bag I'm gonna sew to bring up there. I think I'm gonna make an HP bag and then I'm just gonna go because I've been wanting I collect wands. I collect the Harry Potter wands just like I collect lightsabers. I have a lot of weird collections. But I've always wanted the Lucius Malfoy and I know they sell it from different places, but I want to get it at the Wizarding World, and I would like to interact with different stuff and just have fun. And my friend just got me. Okay, so like, okay, Vera Bradley had a Harry Potter collection Crocs. I was fortunate enough to get it. Then another Crocs came out. It's the Dark Arts. And so my friend, as soon as she's seen it, she went to Journeys and got them for me. And they're like almost completely sold out on Journeys and at the Crocs website. So I'm like, I'm gonna wear my dark art shoes, have a Harry Potter bag, and I'm going to the Wizarding World just for a couple hours by myself or whoever wants to join me. But yeah, I know it's probably not I'm not probably not gonna get there until 12, but I'm gonna probably leave there around like 8 or 9 so I can get some sleep before my flight on Monday. But I was gonna go do Disney World and go to the Galaxy because I love me some Star Wars, but I wanna have some I would like to experience HP. No one understand oh, see, my husband, he reps the Ravenclaw hard, and my Faith is a Slytherin. Yeah, for all the innocent people out there, she's Faith is a Slytherin. Hope does not like HP, but she reps her Ravenclaw hard, and we all think Kendall is a Hufflepuff, but he's not 13 yet, so we think like he like I don't know, he has like this Newt Skymander meets Hagrid personality. If you meet Ken, you'll instantly fall in love with him. He's like that little gentleman. Like, perfect example. We went to go get slushies from 7-Eleven. That's like their favorite pastime here. And like he opens the door for me and his sisters. If someone's trying to come out there, he'll open the door. Like he's just like a little baby gentleman. Like if you're pumping the gas, he's trying to open up your gas tank to pump the gas. That's just like he is very he's a little introverted, and he's a little shy, but he's a baby gentleman. He is such a good guy. He doesn't even know how good he is. And he's that kid that tries to break fights at school like it's not worth it, walk away. Um he's just a very interesting little person. He's very much like Kendall. My husband is generally a good guy. Even if we weren't married, I would tell you that he's a good guy. He's just always just trying to do the right thing. And that's hard because in the world of everybody trying to do something wrong, watching someone do something right is pretty interesting. Yes. Oh, yeah. That the cowhide picture thing, I wish I had like Kindle filming, like, the behind the scenes because no one knows, like, though everyone loves those pictures and the Alice in Wonderland one, and when me and Faith are vibing and we have an idea of how we want something to be shot, we work so well together. I am gonna totally lose my stuff when she goes to college if she's not locally. Even if she's locally, I think she's gonna be in a dorm and she'll be here during, like, the breaks, but we we have this vibe, like, she like, the with her sitting like that cross where she's barefooted with one knee up and her legs are crossed, the reason why she did that is that's how I was sitting when I was taking pictures of the bags on the ground. That's how I sit normally, um, and so she was like, "I'm gonna sit just like that and take some pictures of me," or I don't know, it just she's so used to it, how to take different pictures with me that she's the only kid I have that we will bounce pictures off of each other, and I think that's why the pictures with her are so successful, not just because she's beautiful, because she is, but she is willing to get into character, she's willing to try new things, and she bounces ideas off of me and I do with her, then we try to work it out, and it's pretty fun. Hope it's Hope it's always funny because she has some of the pictures from the cowgirl thing. My best pictures of Hope is when she's not paying attention to me, when she's looking at something else. Because if she looks dead on the camera, she wants to do something goofy. She has that personality that I have that I wanna do, like, cross-eyed in a picture or do something corny or whatever and not take herself seriously. So, normally, the pictures where Hope is looking off at something else are the best pictures because she's not focused on the camera, so her body's naturally relaxed. I wanna do the painting one so, so bad. I know. The last 6 we gotta figure out what day we all should come together and just, like, hang out. whether it's like eating at lunch or whatever. Are you guys doing the buffet? Or are you gonna walk out and go get something? Or are you gonna do like Shinova, pack a sandwich or two, and then like go to Subway on the way to back to the hotel, and then bring the other half of the Subway sandwich with you the next day? Because I'm cheap like that. I'm that person that has Skittles in my bag when I go to the movies. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm being 100% real. Oh, Susie, so Terry, you're a good person. There needs to be more people that are willing to adopt senior dogs. They do not get adopted as much as they should be. One of the places that I like to give my money to are to this lady that takes in and foster, like, think of it like a hospice for dogs. Like, they have some kind of terminal disease, and instead of euthanizing them, people bring their dog to her shelter. She has a lot of land out here, and she keeps them until, like, she's one of the places I like to adopt. I like to put, my proceeds for, because 10% of the money that I do on Patreon goes to her, and then, um, what out of my own money, I try to do it to this lady that, rescues, dogs. Sh She's an angel. If I didn't believe in angels on earth, she woulda made me a believer. Like, she takes in rescue dogs that been in fights. Like, I believe I spoke about it, that some evil person decided to cut the paws off of us, Great Dane, and they were gonna euthanize her, and, she adopted the dog. Um, she does the physical therapy, she does everything, and the dog is still thriving like a year later. So she's someone that I send money to, but the money from that I get from Patreon, I do 10% to the senior dogs, because and terminal dogs, because they don't get the love that they need. And I understand it's really hard. Vet bills are extremely expensive. And so that's why I thank goodness that there's someone out there that is also a vet that also will take care of these dogs, and it's it's a pretty good thing. Yeah, Sandra, you see it, they want some clear HP. It's pretty nice. She is really nice to work with. Ah, okay, thank you, Tammy. Because every time I see them, they're wearing, like, a weird khaki brown suit, and you're like, "This is not flattering on you." This this is not your color. Oh, okay, I'm excited, Leslie. You're gonna be the booth that I go to first. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Live your best magical life. So you're Slytherin claw. I I'm Gryffindor, and every time I say it, everyone's like, "Yes. Yes, we can see it." I wanted it to be Slytherin. When I got Gryffindor, I was so mad, and then when Faith got Slytherin, I was like, I she's like, "We have the same traits, except they just pin you guys as the good guys." I'm like, "Whatever." It's like, oh, that's awesome, Marna. There needs to be more young men that will, open, or even just not even men, young people that do it. Like, but yes, Ken is very much like his dad, and his dad has that Southern hospitality like none other. Asher House. No, I haven't watched that. Yeah, like, so I'm not even joking. If my friend Christina was on here, when Kendall knew I was staying at Christina's house, he packed my carry-on with tons of beef jerky, cashews, peanuts, like gum, peppermints, and me and Christina were snacking on those things all day. Then we had dinner. We like had a breakfast before we got in there, and then we had dinner when we left. But we were like eating beef jerky like nobody's business. Like Kendall was like, You guys will have snacks, I promise you. Yeah, because people are mean, Jenny. People are mean. I don't know. The fight dogs out here in, the Baltimore and certain parts of DC are freaking brutal. Donating to no-kill shelters are really important as well. So yeah, my 2 I donate to 2 different dog things. One from the Patreon, automatically 10% goes to the people that are for senior dogs or dogs that are hospice. That's the best way I could put it. Like they're about to cross the rainbow, but instead of euthanizing them and keep them comfortable, they could play with other dogs during that time that are like sick and they get groomed. They have people come in and paint their nails and show them love because some of these dogs are sick, but they're not sick where they're enough to get euthanized. Sometimes like people can get a cancer notification, but the dog still has, like, a prognosis of living for another year and 2, and they still euthanize them, which I understand both, like, the cost of cancer for an adult is crazy, but the lack of insurance for a dog with cancer is crazy too, so, there's companies like my friends where they have vets that work there, live there, and it's kind of a cool thing because it's a weird house. Their owner is a vet, right? But she has the people that board and live in rooms there are either vets in training or vets themselves that are transferring like, coming in from different parts and getting their practice set up. So there's the pups and your puppy always, to me, are constantly surrounded by vets that care. So it's pretty cool. You have it in stock on your website. Cool. Yeah, my dog Roxy did too. Roxy Roxy has issues with her hips and stuff like that because of what they did in Baltimore. Yeah. I want the new ruler too, the 18 thing. I'm just trying to see how it would go flying wise, because it would have to try to be in carry-on. Yeah, Siberian Huskies are the most vocal dogs. I like them because 'cause they're, like, not afraid to tell you when they're mad. They're hilarious. They're very vocal dogs. Another vocal dog I love boxers because boxers just, like, they love to talk. Loki is a talker, but Loki only I swear this dog talks to me when one of the kids are bugging him. He'll come downstairs and just start talking. I'm like, "What do they do?" I'm like he's a very vocal dog. Or like if Kendall okay, so you could tell my dog it's time like if he actually starts going puppy crazy before like about like he gets smaller walks with me, right? Kendall's the one that takes him for like an hour long walk. If it's, like, storming outside, Kendall can't take him out. He's like, "I am not going out in thunder and lightning and walking the puppy. He's just gonna have to do it outside." So if he can't go for his walk, he'll come upstairs, jump on the bed, and literally whine to me for, like, 15 minutes, and I'm like, "Kendall, just put on a rain jacket and take him across the block." Because he'll just start vocalizing, or if one of the kids didn't fill his like food bowl, he'll bring his food bowl down to me, drop the food bowl all dramatically, and start complaining. I'm like, he's a very vocal dog. He's so cute. Like it is so hard to be mad at him when he does something. Like he likes to eat my daughter's Beanie Boos, and even her, she'll be mad at him for like 2 hours, and then he'll start wagging her tail slowly, and he's going faster. And she's like, "Oh, I forgive you." And I'm like, "Yeah, you just fell into the Loki plan again." Yeah, that should be like that. There is a dog for everyone, and I think I don't know if I could foster a dog because it's the same thing with kids. I would wanna keep them, and if they had to leave, it would literally break my heart, and I will go into, I like I have to take medicine for anxiety and depression. I would tell Spin, and I already know who I can't I get attached to people and animals, and if I have to give you away, I don't know if I have that kind of love with me, but I would adopt in a heartbeat. I have adopted many dogs. Even Kendall and I were talking about as the kids get older, he's open to adopting a child too. I like kids. I know it's weird. I think they're funny. Their perspective on life and what you learn from them, and like I'm telling you, each one of my kids I like to hang out with different for different reasons. Like Faith, it's all about like fashion and talking about like bags, nail polish, makeup trends, people doing facial things. Ken, Ken is like, just my nerd. He's like, we were watching Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Steven in the Universe. He watches all the cartoons with me because I'll watch Amazing World of Gumball. I'll watch it without my kids and Weeby Bears, and then Kinkin comes in. We're just sitting here laughing and gaming. That's Kinkin. Hope is my TV and movie person. Like, and it's just interesting. They all three have super different personalities, and their differences are what I love the most about them. They're really cool people. I think kids are amazing people, and you can see them grow up to see who they're going to be. They're our future, and that's the same thing with dogs. I just love dogs because their personalities are so different. Um, I don't know if I could foster a dog though. I'll be probably they were like, "Oh, it's time for them to go to their permanent parent." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm not giving this dog up and doing a standoff or something to keep him." Mm. Yeah, I'm telling those huskies, they talk, man. They talk. Those eyes always get me too. I'll be like, "Can you not look at me in the dark, maybe?" Yeah, when I'm taking videos, you hear Loki, he'll just sit there and talk to me. It's usually because somebody did something to make him mad. It's like he right now he's okay. Roxy does not like toys. Before I had Loki, I try to give Roxy like every toy underneath the sun. She just likes to have that big Kong ball, and that's it. Nothing else liked her. She liked anything else. Any toy that Loki chews on, she automatically gets, and he is afraid of her, so he won't grab it back. So what he does is come to me and tattletale. And then you can hear me be like, Roxy, let go of the ball. And then you'll hear the ball drop above my head from the stairs. And then he'll go get it. But he literally tattletales like my kids. And I'm like, I can't, I literally can't. And then Kendall didn't notice he did that until one day he was down here working on the shelves. And he was like, what the hell, Chanel? And I'm like, this happens at least 7 times a day. Loki's a talker. Roxy's a barker, and she does talk if Kendall's about to come inside the house. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, as soon as like I already told I I they're like Hope is like mean. She's like she has a mean streak. So she's like, when Faith moves out and she goes to college, can we get another dog? And I'm like, what? But the thing is that she didn't do it privately. She did it like right in front of her. I'm like, that's not nice. Yeah, I think a husky a lab must be a beautiful, beautiful dog. Intriguing dog. I think pit bulls are beautiful too. It just I'm always worried about getting one, not because I don't think if pit bulls are aggressive. I think they're a replication of their owner or their atmosphere. It's just I'm always afraid because again, there's a huge fight rings out here, and pit bulls are known to get stolen in Maryland for fights. Like they get if some they have people that will like how like there's kid pet predators. There are freaking pit bull predators out here that like watch you on a routine walking your dogs and whatever, and they will steal them. It's like really common in Maryland. It's with pit bulls, Rockwilders, and Cane Corsos. So it's really hard, like for me to try to get any of those breeds because I'm like I would be having a panic attack every time I walk them that someone is like trying to like size it up if they can steal this dog. And all the people that do pit bull fighting, they all should go to jail for like ever. Ever. Yeah, bad owners, not bad dogs. I agree with you. I think, like, for Roxy, I think Roxy was protective because she got really protective during COVID, and I think it's because we were all in the house for so long. When I was talking to her vet, and the vet said that she said that one of the ramifications of COVID and kids being, taught at home is that dogs, because the kids are around them 24/7, when they were out of sight, that dogs become aggressive because that's all they see day in and day out. Um, yeah, because that's when her behavior started to change a little bit more, where she was a little bit more aggressive and where she totally freaked out when she seen Kendall coming home from work because the kids were, basically schooled for like 2 years at home. So now when she sits out in front of the window waiting for them when they go to school. She's a little bit more calmer when they're out of summer school or spring break or winter break, but when they're at school, she's, like, more like, "Where are they?" Like, she reminds me of that Aristocat that just, like, jumps around and pounce. That's 100% Roxy. Alright, well, I'm about to hop off because I need to start working on this bag, just eat some food, maybe grab a banana, and I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. I hope everybody has a really, really good Wednesday. Happy hump day. Bye.